Nigerians want make federal government further ease COVID-19 lockdown. NCDC don't confirm 5,959 cases of coronavirus inside Nigeria. Join body Sarah don't tell federal and state government say make them suspend any plan to buy new motor. And National Human Rights Commission go torchlight the killing of Unijust student Peter Bala by security officers. Good afternoon this afternoon, my people, and thank you say you join us for As It Take Happen this afternoon. My name is Nna Douglas, and for the first story as it is hot. As federal government won't cross-check the relaxation of COVID-19 lockdown inside Lagos, Ogun, and Federal Capital Territory, the FCT, President Muhammadu Buhari fit announced new guideline to control deadly coronavirus pandemic. Today will be Monday. Chiamo, Presidential Task Force on top COVID-19, Boss Mustafa on Sunday, been briefed President Buhari inside the presidential villa Abuja on how it take happen and what government supposed do, where Oyibo they call recommendation. When they addressed the State House correspondents after the meeting, Secretary to the Government for the Federation revealed say President Buhari go address Nigerians whether to continue with the current ease or announce another lockdown for cities where get serious cases based on waiting PTF tell them.
This is part of the briefing exercise. I think this is about the third time that we've had cause to submit an interim report to him on our activities as a task force and also to update him on preparations for the other phases of engagement that we have put in place. So this is a routine briefing, and we've supplied him with all the material that is required to look at the issues. Because we are in for a long haul. This is not a short distance race, it's a marathon, and we have to keep everything in perspective. So remember, on the 27th of April, he addressed the nation and in placed easing down of the lockdown effective from the 4th of May. And from then to date is about 13 days. Tomorrow, 18th, we should expect a new processes to be put in place, but we have to give him all the material details that should help us in preparing for the future. That is precisely why we're here.
Again, Oga PTF, Boss Mustafa on the worry, sake of say many Nigerians know they obey this COVID-19 guideline to stop the virus. He said the task force will give people reasons why they're supposed to take charge to make sure say everybody joined for this fight.
Nigerians say they are aware of COVID-19. They have listened to publicity materials, jingles, information that have been put out there by the Minister of Education and the Nigerian Center for Disease Control. But the different percentages that have different perspective. Some 50-something percentage, 26% say that they are immune. With that kind of a mindset, when somebody says he's immune, it means that he will not use a face mask. He will not observe social distancing. He will not stay at home when he is supposed to stay at home. And different percentages have ascribed different levels of understanding of what COVID-19 is. But the most important thing is for us to drive home this process of community ownership. Let the communities acknowledge the fact that there's a COVID-19 that is deadly, that it can ravage their health and their wealth. And the most important thing for them to do is to begin to take personal responsibility.
He said President Muhammadu Buhari don't even receive the Madagascar COVID-19 herbal remedy where they go hand over to the main authorities to check them whether it will work before they go begin use them. And the handing over go begin today, will be Monday.
The President has already said it will be scientifically dealt with. It is only after that that he can allow it to be tested. But that has been our position. That whatever comes in, whatever cure, whatever solution that is being provided must be subjected to a process of validation. The Minister of Health has institutions under his ministry that are charged statutorily with the processes of validation. Anything that we receive, anything that is locally developed, which we encourage our scientists and our inventors to develop, must go through the processes of validation before we would allow it to be passed to our people for use or consumption.
And now the COVID-19 update. Nigeria don't record 338 new cases of coronavirus. This now according by Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC. On top their official Twitter handle on Sunday, NCDC talks say for the latest update, Lagos on record 177 new cases, even as Kano gets 64 cases. Others now, FCT 21, Rivers 16, Plateau 14, Oyo 11 new cases, Katsina 9, Jigawa and Kaduna get 4 each, and 3 cases each come from Abia, Bauchi, and Borno State. States will get 2 cases na Gombe, Akwa Ibom, and Delta states, just as Kebbi and Sokoto share 1 case each. NCDC put the total number of people where they don't discharge to 1,594, and now 182 people don't already die of the disease. And now make we carry waka enter Lagos State. Lagos State don't they think fully to reopen their economy, we don't close for a long time now. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu say the government go check how businesses don't ready to come back. The governor talk this one on Sunday when he yarn with story people from Matawe concern COVID-19 update inside the state. Governor Sanwo-Olu talk say they go open register to make sure say they inspect businesses and whether they comply with physical distancing rules before they go totally open up for business. He also say make them specially consider elderly people, even as he talks say he don't they do different meeting with leaders of religious joint body inside the state, especially to see how everybody for Lagos will carry day safe. And for another story, we concern one joint body where they call Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP. They don't tell President Muhammadu Buhari say make he suspend the plan where in government they do to buy new motor for presidency and ministers them. They yarn this one for one open letter where they address to the president and then data May 16. And person will sign am now the deputy director for SERAP, Kolawole Oluwadari. The joint body tell President Buhari say make him use in leadership position to follow the Namibian example where he go issue executive order to forbid government to buy any motor till the end of an administration. According by SERAP, make them channel the motor money to support students for high school across the country so as to reduce plenty problem with COVID-19 and the lockdown can't give their parents. They even advise say, make them use the money put to improve health care for all Nigerians and make them also tell National Assembly and governors to also ban buying of new motor and make them use the money pay worker salaries and entitlement of pensioners. And for the next story as it hot, the federal government don't seize one aeroplane will be saying one British company get am, sake of say it carry passengers enter inside Nigeria even under this COVID-19 lockdown. Person will announce this one on Sunday, and Minister of Aviation will be fly matter had the Sirica through an official Twitter handle. The minister talks say the company will be Flare Aviation, then give them approval, say make them do humanitarian work. Instead, then leave the one where they supposed to go they carry passenger. According by Sirica, even as they don't seize the aeroplane, so they don't question them why they fly coming. He swear say they go punish them on top of this disobedience. Make una no forget say federal government for May 27 been shut down airspace sake of COVID-19 pandemic. And the next story, when no sweet belly at all go make water they run from come up for your eyes. National Human Rights Commission don't condemn the wicked killing of one young University of Jos student, Rinji Peter Bala, who then suspect saying as security officers along Zaria Road, Jos, Plateau State, do this camp badness. Executive Secretary inside the commission, Tony Ojukwu, talks say they don't begin full touchlighting of the matter, sake of the complaint we then receive of how it take happen. The commission talks say the killing of Rinji, the inhuman and abuse of his right to life as the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, we then amend Tokam, and other international human rights association will be saying Nigeria follows sign. Sake of this one, the commission talk say they don't direct the just office of the commission to investigate what happened and why they kill this young boy and make them punish anybody who get hand for the matter. According by one release where Director Corporate Affairs and External Linkage for NHRS, Lambert Opera issue, the Executive Secretary don't beg members of the public say make them remain calm, say they go fish out anybody who follow do this kind of wickedness. Since the COVID-19 lockdown, that is Human Rights Commission, they work with CSOs and members of the public to monitor and document human rights abuse where security people they do. The COCO be say between 31st March and 4th May 2020 for the lockdown, the commission saying a total of 209 right abuse will get to do with extrajudicial killing, torture, treating human beings like animal, rise to free movement, illegal arrest and detention, seizing of properties, gender-based, plus including domestic violence, and they say that 29 of the complaint na cases of extrajudicial killing wey cause death of many people. And still inside Katsina State, President Muhammadu Buhari don order Nigerian armed forces say make dem sharply begin major operation to end acts of every banditry and kidnapping wey dey happen inside Katsina State. According by one statement wey Senior Special Assistant to the President of Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, issue, na special forces go do this operation. The statement adds say details of the operation wey dem keep secret now go replace the defensive approach against insurgents. E say as e be, and to tell say government dey serious on top this one, the planning team don already enter Katsina State. They select targets and they prepare for execution. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Gabriel Olonishakin, don brief President Buhari on top the plan. President Buhari wey talk say he no dey happy sake of the kilikili wey dey happen for his state, express sadness over the recent attack inside the state, as he come dey extend in sorry to families of those wey don kaput, and pray say make people wey injure for the attack make dem recover on time. And now to National Assembly, House of Representatives talk say no court order don suspend the consideration of infectious disease bill. Talk person for House, Benjamin Kalu, na him yarn this one for one talk paper wey issue for inside Abuja on Sunday. Kalu talk say it dey necessary to clarify the matter because of reports wey dey fly for media wey say no be am at all as e dey misrepresent the court decision of May 13. According by Kalu, court no give person wey bring the matter relief to suspend the bill so that House too go appear for court to defend the bill. He say House go continue to perform their lawful duty and dem no go disobey court order or anything wey concern judiciary. Una fit remember say Senator Dino Melaye wey bin represent Kogi West for 8th Senate bin carry the matter go court say make dem suspend the infectious disease bill. He say the bill dey threaten im right to life as Nigerian citizen wey im be. And for the next one, the FCT Ministerial Enforcement Task Team on top COVID-19 restriction, they don't again arrest 27 people when they travel from Zaria to other parts of the country. They say the travelers been hide inside Dangote trailer wey carry bags of rice and onions from Zaria inside Kaduna State. They no forget the lock no dey their side when men of FCT enforcement team stop them for road to see wetin dem carry.
From Zaria.
Zaria. Which company truck did you drive?
Dangote truck.
Dangote truck. From which area you for load take the truck?
I load from Karakano.
Who constantly you carry load come back?
We carry load.
That one are your own Roger.
Yes, sir.
That one are your, what you carry na your Roger. Now as you Roger now carry onions, carry your own Roger. Why you can't carry person join? Why you the carry they go? Where? No, explain. Where you they carry them, they go? Lokoja, one, Kaba Junction. Okay, after Okene, where?
Bini.
How many Bini they here? We don't know what they Masu Bini. There, one Bini. Okay, three Bini. Okene, Akwe Okene Nako, Akwe Lokoja, Akwe Kaba Junction. A few days ago, we got some Dangote truck. One of them escaped. The other one was turned back. And today again, they got another, you could see it here, another Dangote truck here that is also coming from Zaria, carrying 27 persons from Zaria to part of Kogi State, to also some of them will be stopping at Lokoja, Okene, and the other three of them are supposed to stop at Benin City, Edo State. That's what the driver was carrying from Zaria through all this area in contravention with the presidential order on the ban on interstate movement here. We are not relenting, we are doing that here, but sadly we will be appealing to the management of Dangote firm to please call its own drivers to order. We are getting too many of them using those sensitive trucks to carry a person, which is not good. This particular driver hid over 25 persons within onions and some bags of rice and cover them with tarpaulin. I don't know how they managed to breach here. Unlike what we have been seeing in past, where we have been turning back the trucks, now the magistrate in his wisdom said the only way we can deter truck drivers from doing what they are doing, gross illegality, is to be impounding their truck forthwith while we look for how to take people back to their state. So this particular truck will be impounded.
And no be small thing as they arrange them for Zuba Mobile Court, where judge where they handle the matter, Magistrate Ebiwari Damini, find the driver Olalekon Wasiu and other passengers guilty, say they disobey the interstate traveling ban where President Muhammadu Buhari order to control deadly coronavirus, make it for no spread. The magistrate will find the driver 5,000 naira also rule say make them seize the Dangote company trailer until after they leave the interstate travel order. He also say make security escort other passengers come out from Abuja for them to go back to base. Chairman of the FCT Ministerial Enforcement Tax Team on top COVID-19, Ikarata, come they clap for the judgment of the magistrate, and as he come they tier warning, say the team go re-ginger their efforts to make sure say people they obey this president's directive to check the spread of COVID-19. For one related development where resemble one mobile court where also they sit for day also sentenced 2 bus drivers where they come from Minna, Niger State, sake of say they disobey this same travel ban. The magistrate will find them also talk say make them sharply do U-turn back to Niger State where they come from. And for this next story where funny no be small, one funny drama been happen on Sunday when 3 pastors of some new generation churches inside Abuja been denied their ministries and members after men of FCT Ministerial Enforcement Team move in to arrest them sake of say they disobey government order say make they no open worship centers to avoid crowd onto COVID-19 challenge. The pastors who have been petitioned one mountain for federal housing area of Lube district, come they argue among themselves and even they deny say no be then get the church and even the plenty members who have been the worship for the hilltop. Their name na Pastor Ibitoye Kayode of Liberty Faith Gospel Church, Pastor Joshua Olaniru of Liberty Gate Ministry, and Pastor Vitalist Udazi of Dominion Chapel. After some question and answer, they later identified the 3 pastors from the crowd, even though one of them, Vitalis Udazi of Dominion Chapel, struggled to hide his face before some members point say, now their pastor be this. For Joshua Olaniru of Liberty Gate Ministry, we argue say, he know they among those who organize worship session. One resident of the community sharply showed the task force the video clip where show say, true, the pastor they organize worship session. The matter contact rapper when they come they begin fight for 1 hour before security people show face. Also, another pastor, Pastor Effiong Basi of the Holiness Revival Ministry Church, Karamajiji, then arrest and sake of say a whole church service to mark the 60th birthday of one retired army man, Colonel P.E. Ebong, who left the military for 2015. When he yarn to the pastors, chairman of the task force will be Ikarata, come they express disappointment, say he no happy at all, sake of the pastor's action, say even as the pastors they deny their members, say it shows say they know they're responsible. And because of this one, they arrange the pastors before one mobile court will be saying Magistrate Akoni 9 handle them, and then find them 5,000 naira each in addition to 3 hours of community service. And now for Niger State don't record first COVID-19 deaths. The person who kaput so, they among the 8 new cases who then report, and the NCDC now then confirm them. The State Commissioner for Health and Hospital Services, Dr. Mohammed Makusidi, now yarn this one from Minna. The commissioner explains, say, out of the 22 results we then received from NCDC, 8 they positive and 14 they negative. Dr. Makusidi reveals, say, inside the 8 positive cases we then confirm, 7 Almajiri children will return all the way from Zaria inside Kaduna State, follow for the matter. But person who just died of the virus, now one taxi driver where they run Suleja Abuja Road. He said the man will be 40 years for age, also they suffer diabetes, and you know to tell when they bring and come Suleja General Hospital before he kaput. The commissioner thought say after he died, then come later taking sample for test, and the result shows say na COVID-19 kill him. The commissioner thought say then go sharply begin trace people who don't get contact with this man who don't kaput so. So far, as at Saturday, 16th May 2020, Niger State get total of 22 confirmed cases, and out of the number, now 1 person 9 don't go. My country people, make una no forget say una see the watch as it take happen on top wazobiamax TV. It remain business and sports news. No go anywhere. And for business matter, the Nigerian Liquefied and Natural Gas Limited talk say they don't pay more than $13 billion to federal government for feed gas purchase since they begin operation. The NLNG, now then yarn this one for their Twitter on Sunday when they mark the 31st anniversary since they begin operation. They say they don't pay money wey pass $7 billion for dividends. That is for people who get share for the company, and $8 billion for tax where they don't pay Nigerian government through Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC. NLNG add say they don't make sure say they supply 50% of cooking gas inside the country, even as in talk say they don't achieve 100% Nigerian management and 95% Nigerian staff. The NLNG will be saying that both federal government and 3 international oil companies own them. They established them from May 17, 1989 to manage Nigerian natural gas resources and produce LNG and natural gas liquids for exportation. It remains sports news. Will they come back? And for sports matter, before Nigerian striker Peter Odemwingie talk say people wey been dey handle Super Eagles team before now player management dem be. Odemwingie wey score 10 goals for 63 appearances for Super Eagles, play for 4 African Cup of Nations tournament and 2 FIFA World Cup. Remember, say players like Chinedu Obasi and Brown Ideye be don open their mouth. They talk about many dirty dealings wey dey happen inside national team. Odemwingie talk say when he dey play for Super Eagles, the coaches prefer to use weak players than quality stars. According by Odemwingie, some of the coaches no do a bit of player management. Instead, they get management companies. He say, for instance, example, Amadou Shaibu get management company. Him dey in and out as coach and also agent. But he say, na great man him be. According by him, where they talk for English language, we used to fall out at times with him when they changed our hotels to a very poor one in Abuja. I would raise questions because it was disgusting and downgrading. And na so he carry put am. My country people, now the story be that, but before we carry our kaya come out, make we tell you now our top story again. Nigerians want make federal government further ease down this COVID-19 lockdown. We tell you now say NCDC don't confirm 5,959 cases of coronavirus inside Nigeria. Sarah don't tell federal and state governments say make them suspend any plan to buy new motor for this administration. And National Human Rights Commission go torchlight the killing of Unijust student Peter Bala by security officers. Thank you. Say you join us watch as it take happen for this afternoon. We will come back again. My name is Douglas. Good afternoon.